This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Hulk Hogan beats Earthquake by countout, 13 minutes and 9 seconds. Hogan appeared to be 270 pounds, and at that weight looked small next to Earthquake, who is deceptively tall at 6'6" compared to Hogan's 6'5". Given the two guys in the ring, the match was booked and worked smart. Not a good match, but not a bad one either, and actually very predictable all the way through. Quake did Earthquakes, but Hogan kicked out and did the Superman comeback, foot to the face, body slam, which he'd failed to slam him twice earlier, and then a leg drop. Jimmy Hart interferes, and they both wind up outside the ring. Hogan ducked, so Hart hit Earthquake with the megaphone and slammed him on the table, and then he jumped in to beat the count. After the bout, Earthquake was choking Hogan, and Bossman hit Quake hard 3 times in the back with a chair before Quake would finally sell the chair. And, Quake's back was pretty cut up from that chair. Good spot there. After the match, Hogan did an interview, which basically guaranteed he would wrestle Warrior at WrestleMania, 2.25 stars. A lot to unpack here. Why a count out? Is this because you still want to do house shows with it on top?
Yeah, you had Hogan and Earthquake going all around the horn, wanted to protect that attraction and keep Earthquake alive here, but also be able to slide Bossman into that role when Hogan wasn't able to make those live events. And here you go.
I am interested. Why not Tugboat there? I feel like I'm beating the Tugboat drum, but it's been established that Tugboat is his best friend. What was wrong with just paying that off? And then moving forward, as Hogan moves on now, Tugboat and Earthquake could have been opponents. Instead, it looks like it's going to be Bossman Earthquake. Why not just keep the original version of Tugboat in there?
I think that the CDRF needs to book that match.
Well, I mean, some of these guys are dead now, so that's going to be hard.
Well, I think that the CDRF would be the perfect place for all that to happen.
Well, I think you can FUCK off.
Hey, that's rude.
Well, yeah, we're talking about Rude next with Ultimate Warrior, but slow down. You're getting ahead of yourself. Well, up next, we've got Nikolai Volkov and Jim Duggan taking on the Orient Express. Nikolai would begin the year partnered with Boris Zukov. They were known as the Bolsheviks. After Lithuania, Volkov's homeland, declared its independence from the Soviet Union on March 11th, 1990, the Bolsheviks split up. Hilarious. Volkov became pro-America and was presented with the American flag by Jim Duggan, and now they form a team. They go 3 minutes and 5 seconds with the Orient Express. They pick up the win when Duggan pins Pat Tanaka after a clothesline that missed. It gets -1 star in the Observer. Meltzer would say the match was worth -1 star. Duggan and Volkov singing was worth a -1 star, but I added a star for Tatanka's great bump from a move that completely missed at the finish. If they keep Duggan and Volkov together, they'll have the worst tag team in the business. What'd you think of the match and Meltzer's write-up?
Well, here's the thing. You guys said that mine was the worst thing on the show a minute ago, and now this is the worst thing on the show. Y'all got to make up your mind. Just saying. This stunk. This absolutely stunk. Really bad. And I felt kind of sorry for old Pat Tanaka. And yeah. It wasn't great. It was really, really the shits, as a matter of fact.
Let's talk about the next match. It's Warlord pinning Tito Santana in 5 minutes and 28 seconds with a power slam. This feels just like filler to me. Meltzer says Tito worked really hard to carry this to a worthless match. Warlord is a monster, but completely useless. Gives it a dud rating. This just feels like a waste of time to me. I think the rumor once upon a time was it was originally supposed to be Tito Santana versus Rick Martel, which would have made a lot of sense, the former tag team partners. But Martel has pulled off the show a few weeks prior because he's got an injury. And the storyline reason is he's got a modeling obligation in France. Do you remember this being the original plan? It was supposed to be Martel and Tito, but Martel was hurt.
Big modeling opportunity in French. Yeah, it just the whole Martel Tito was a natural, just based off of their former relationship and the work style. Those guys could absolutely go, and that's an easy match and an easy angle. And Rick being hurt had to have something for this, and well, by God, you got the Warlord. Some people say, "Good God, look at his arms."
Oh, God. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.